As you might know, there are 4 difficulty in Terraria: Journey, Classic, Expert and Master mode. So Journey mode is for complete beginners or for people who want to test out various things in Terraria. This mode requires your character to be in Journey to enter the world. Otherwise, you won't be able to enter this world at all. Starting off, you are given an upgrade to the vanilla weapons with other extra items that are really helpful. You are also given various powers that can change time, mob spawn rate, weather and world difficulty. You can even enable God mode, which can make you immune to any damage, and you can also duplicate items. Journey mode makes Terraria really easy and it is really helpful for people trying to play Terraria for the first time. Next is Classic mode. This mode is the base version of Terraria. You aren't given any powers unlike Journey mode, and this is usually how most people play the game, as it is a middle ground between not so easy but also not so hard. Then there is Expert mode. This mode bumps up the difficulty of the world. In this mode, main enemies have new AI with new attack patterns. The health and damage of enemies are also increased. Even the bosses have their difficulty increased. The Dig Fission gains an additional 3rd stage. All the bosses have their health and damage increased as well. This makes the game a lot harder than the base Classic mode. But to balance this out, enemies have higher chance of dropping loot and enemies drop more coins than in Classic mode. There are also Expert mode exclusive drops on bosses, which are really helpful that makes the game more fun. After you defeat bosses, you get a treasure bag, which contains loot from the bosses. And the treasure bag in hard mode will have a chance to give you developer items, which sometimes even have rare wings, except for Queen Slime's treasure bag, which won't give you any developer items. And after you reach hard mode, you will get a demon heart from the Wall of Flesh treasure bag. And upon using it, you will get an additional accessory slot permanently, so you can add another accessory to make your character much stronger. The player in Expert mode gets a small debuff, but everything balances out. Some people may find it hard to play because of the bump in difficulty, but I recommend everyone to try it. It is really fun and it makes the base Terraria gameplay much fresh and fun. Then there is Master mode. Now imagine Expert mode, but a lot harder. And I mean a lot harder. The only thing that this mode adds is increase in health and damage of enemies, and there is barely anything else changed to the enemies. Even the bosses in Terraria will straight up gain a flat 50% damage increase with 27.5% increase to the health than in Expert mode. Which, let me put that in perspective. Here is how much contact damage Eye of Cthulhu does in normal mode, and here is how much it does in Expert mode, and here is how much it does in Master mode. As you can see, you will need the best armor and best accessory with the best reforging and every possible buff to be able to beat the boss easily at all. Even then, some people find it near impossible to beat these bosses. Alright, let's see another example for enemies. Here is a slime. This is how much it does in Classic mode, and this is how much it does in Expert mode, and this is how much it does in Master mode. Why can an enemy that most people first encounter, that isn't even a boss, almost one-shot me? That doesn't make sense at all. Now what can you gain from all of these? A boss trophy, and sometimes a pet, which are completely useless. Some of the pets are cute, which some people like, but most of them are straight up useless. Even the pets that provide light, or which can show signs of treasure, are completely useless, as you can only obtain them much later in the game, when a player won't be needing them at all. At least a player gains an additional accessory slot right from the start, and another accessory slot after Wall of Flesh, which I would take any time of the day, but that's it. It just doesn't add anything remotely interesting to the game, except for a few trophies that doesn't even provide any buffs, and pets which most people don't even care about. Master mode is just not worth it. Unless you want to die a lot and have much harder time playing Terraria with barely any fun, I just don't see the point in this. So what I'm trying to say is, I just wish that Master mode at least added anything new to the game, like new game mechanics, or new items, or maybe even a new exclusive biome to Master mode. But no, nothing. Like, look at this boss fight. This is really unique. The whole AI of the boss is different. You can also gain new and cool items. So many bosses have new mechanics that makes the game more fun to play. This is the Eternity mode in Fargo Souls mod, which in my opinion is what Master mode should have been. Like, this mod adds so many new mechanics and items to the game, which makes it a lot harder, but it at least adds something to the vanilla Terraria experience. A while ago, I played my first Master mode Terraria playthrough. I went to play blindly without having no prior knowledge to this mode. I already love this game so much, and after experiencing Expert mode, I was really excited to play. But I was just left disappointed. There wasn't really anything new. Still, I defeated the Moon Lord after 15 tries, but it wasn't fun like Classic mode or Expert mode. Even with the best gear I had, half of my health was gone from one hit from the bosses. So most times, I just had to use the notch in a box and use her to heal my health and defeat bosses, which wasn't fun at all. And since then, I haven't played Master mode at all. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know how you feel about Master Mode or any other mode in Terraria down in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to not miss out on videos in the future, as 99% of you are unsubscribed. So let's get that number down. And watch this video to see my going on only playthrough, which was hell for me, but a fun video to watch.